Hey guys, so sorry this is getting posted so late, but I had a pretty busy day and I kind of ran out of time, so this is again getting posted really late, and I'm sorry, but what can you do? So today I woke up kind of late, which is good and bad because Sundays are like my only day that I sleep in. So yeah, that was cool. I had dance, and then right after I got home from dance we went to my cousin's soccer game. Now my cousin is in like grade 6 or 7, I'm not exactly sure, but he's really tall. Like he's probably like a couple inches away from 6 feet tall. And watching him play soccer, which is what we did, with a whole bunch of other kids his age who are like half his height, is really funny. Just because he's like running around doing whatever, and all these other kids are like just really short compared to him. And I'm not used to seeing him with other kids his age, so it was a little bit interesting. He was even taller than the ref, which I don't think the ref liked very much because he ended up giving him a yellow card for telling him that he was wrong at an offside, which I'm not sure if you fully know what an offside is, but it was an offside, which my sister wasn't very happy about, and my cousin wasn't very happy about, and he got a red card for it. Or not a red card, he got a yellow card for it. If he got a red card, that would have been pretty bad. But yeah, anyways, after that we went out for dinner with my grandparents, and that was cool. And then we came home, and I did some chemistry homework, which I still don't fully understand, which is awesome. And then now I'm doing my vlog. So yeah. Okay, now to answer some people's questions. Okay, Ashley's question with what you would do if you got to paint a wall. I think I would do something like really abstract and random and just a whole bunch of different shapes and stuff, and it wouldn't mean anything really. But then when like art critics and stuff would go up to they'd be like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing and it means blah blah blah, and English teachers would go and look at it and they'd be like, oh my goodness, this means blah 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 and it's so deep and blah blah blah, and I'd be like, no, you're overanalyzing it. And now someone's coming into my room. Why? I'm doing my vlog. Please go away. Goodbye. Thank you. So yeah, anyways, people would come and look at it and they'd be like, oh my gosh, this is so deep and it's so amazing. And I'd be like, no, it doesn't mean anything at all. Why are you overanalyzing it? Just like we do every day in English class. Okay, so for Eric's question, does justice require emotion? I think no, because with emotion comes a lot of bias, and that's the exact opposite of what you want in the justice system. So yeah, I guess that's my answer to your question. I think the bias is just too much, especially in like cases where either people are innocent and they end up getting locked up for a really long time, or where people should be locked up for a really long time and aren't for different reasons. So I think that the emotion just isn't needed to be a part of the justice system. For Alice's question, what would you do if it was your last day on Earth? Okay, here we go. So the day before my last day on Earth, assuming that I would know when my last day on Earth was, I would go up to some like airline company and I'd somehow be talking to the like president of the company, and I'd be like, oh, I'm so sad, I'm gonna die tomorrow, and can I please borrow an airplane from you? And they'd be like, okay, well, we're gonna be really nice and let you borrow an airplane. So I would borrow an airplane, and I would just stick all my family and friends on it, and we would go to Disney World. And then on my last day on Earth, I would go up to the people at Disney, and I'd be like, oh, I'm so sad, I'm gonna die today. Can I please have the park all to myself? And they'd be like, yeah, okay, that's fine, you're gonna die, so we're gonna be really nice to you and let you have the park. So we would just go around the park for like 4 or 5 hours, just visiting everything and doing all the fun Disney stuff. And then I would go to Universal, do the exact same thing. They'd feel bad for me, so they would let me have the park. And we would just hang out there for a little while until I guess it was the end of my last day on Earth. And I think I would do that because hanging out with my family and friends is a lot of fun. And Disney and Universal are also a lot of fun, so I think that's a pretty good combination. And Florence's question, if you could change one thing in your past, what would you change? I think that I would probably change when I let my sister do a cartwheel off of that couch to break her arm. Because I was right there, I totally could have stopped her, but I didn't. And then she broke her arm. And that was scary and sad. So I think that's what I would change. I think it's pretty obvious why I would change that. And yeah, that's my answer to your question. Okay, I guess I could talk about my week at school a little bit. It was pretty good. I had my first math quiz, which was fine, I guess. There was one question that I looked at it and I was like, say, what? But the rest of them, I think I got right. So I'm pretty sure I passed, which is always a good thing to do. And I also got my first essay back. And I think I could have done better if, like, we have to do this little business letter thing at the beginning of each of our essays. And I think I probably would have gotten a better mark if I hadn't spelt my professor's name wrong on that. Yeah, I felt pretty stupid after that. But, you live and you learn, so hopefully next time I will do better and get a better mark, and that would be good. Other than that, oh, I had my first chemistry lab on Monday, and it sucked. My question is, why do people invent chemistry labs that are 3 hours and make people feel so sad? No, that's not actually my question. That's just me being sad about stupid chemistry labs that make no sense, and they seem like they should be really easy, but then somebody else catches a whole bunch of stuff on fire, and then it makes everybody else kind of all frantic and stuff, because they're like, oh my god, I don't want to catch my stuff on fire. And yeah. It'd be nice if all the equipment worked too. Yeah, some of my equipment wasn't really working properly, so I finished my experiment with like 30 seconds to spare. So that was super fun and not nervous and nerve-wracking at all. Okay, well, I just realized that I don't think I answered my own question, so I guess I'll do that. I think my favorite teacher ever was probably Mr. Sahalka. He was my grade 7-8 math and science teacher, and he was pretty cool. He was my homeroom teacher in grade 8, and I think one of the coolest things about him was, even though he was a math teacher, he went out and he bought a keyboard, like a piano keyboard, and brought it into the classroom, and we could just randomly play it whenever we wanted. And he let us sing band songs in class, and like we would all pull out our band music and just like sing our parts, and I don't know. He was pretty cool. And then in grade 9, when we had teachers who we didn't like, or we just wanted to go and be like, oh my god, high school's so boring, blah blah blah, we could just go and vent to him and he would be fine with it. So I think he was probably my favorite teacher of all time. Well, I think that's about all that I have to... Oh! No. Okay. Peter. Not the last one you did, but the one before. You said that you were going to bring your Brendan clone into your video, and you didn't. So I think that you need to do that. And I think you said you also met an Alice clone. I think you need to bring her and put her in your video too. Because seeing clones of people is always fun. I know after, like, in grade 8 and in grade 9 and stuff, we met clones of other people that we knew, and that was kind of fun. So, yeah. If anybody else has clones of people that they've met and think are cool, you should put them in your videos. Because you just should. So I think that's everything now that I have to say. I don't really have a question this week, so I guess I'll just have to make one up. What do I have around my room that I can make into a question? Oh, there's cats on my wall. Okay, what is your favorite animal? I don't know. I really have absolutely no question. So that's gonna be my question. What is your favorite animal and why? Okay, so I will see you guys next Sunday.